Welcome back, trainers, and with March being jam-packed full of legendaries that are going to be receiving their exclusive moves, I think now is going to be a good time to talk about whether or not you're going to be wanting to power up these legendaries and other Pokemon that are rare, kind of like Haxorus as well, because although they're very tempting to do so, they're probably going to be getting a better move in the future. Now, there's a few things that we're going to be going over, and that is going to be, yes, some of them are going to be definitely worthy of powering up right now, but if you're not free to pay and you are investing a ton of money into this game, is it really worth going out there and using all of these raid passes, incubating a bunch of eggs to try to get these rare Pokemon, collecting rare candies, and then eventually they're going to be coming out with a better move? And currently we are not able to actually TM into those moves, but there might be something in the future we're going to be talking about that has been found in the code. And all of this is going to lead up to you spending a ton of money and eventually just throwing it away when they do get a better move that you cannot TM into. Again, there might be a solution to this in the future, enabling us to TM into it, but for now, it doesn't really look like it's going to happen. So what this is all leading up to is, do you want to not necessarily save your money, but invest wisely? That means using your rare candies on things that you know are not going to necessarily get something that is going to way outpace what they currently do have. That is why I do not choose to purchase a secondary move on my Dialga, although in the Master League, it is going to be very nice for specific situations in PvP. Otherwise, if you're a raider, not so much. And we're going to get into Pokemon that you may want to possibly invest in. Now, Poké Miners did find something in the code that was called an Elite TM, which is going to allow you to choose your quick or your charge move. And that is simple as that. You're going to actually be able to pick it. So currently what we have is a TM system. Now that they're kind of handing these out for the Go Battle League, I've have well over 100, and I'm happy with that. That's great. We were all needing those charge TMs, but I can see exactly what's going to happen here. So we're going to be overloaded with charge TMs. I mean, some people still need them, right? Because you have to get up to a certain point and actually win them, as well as using premium passes to actually stack them up quite significantly. But we're going to be overloaded with charge TMs. And then they're going to possibly come out with this Elite TM in which you're going to maybe have to purchase, or it might be a special prize in the Go Battle League, or both, kind of like a Poffin, but Poffins are not rewards in the Go Battle League currently as it is. So are these TMs, are they going to allow us to pick not necessarily Community Day moves, maybe Community Day moves or exclusive moves? I mean, it doesn't really point to that, honestly. It's just going to maybe just let you pick the available moveset that they do have, and then the exclusive moves will stay exclusive. Now let's go ahead and go over a few Pokemon that I think are going to be safe to invest in currently, whether they have received an exclusive move or not. One of them being Mewtwo with Size Strike. This is going to be the highest DPS Pokemon in Pokemon Go currently. The thing is amazing for raids. It's going to be pretty good for Master League as well with Psycho Cut. And then you also have a Shadow Ball Mewtwo, which is Legacy 2. They did come back in the raids as well as in a shiny variant as well. So Mewtwo, as it is a fairly safe Pokemon to definitely invest in. So if you've done so, it's already received an exclusive move, so you're safe in that angle. Now looking at Kyogre here, it did receive its newer move Surf now, which is not its exclusive move, but it definitely helped it and bumped it up as far as usability. Now going from a single charge move Hydro Pump to a double charge move, which is actually going to be outpacing Hydro Pump with Surf paired there. So this is another Pokemon that is definitely going to be safe to invest in for both raids and PvP. Now taking a look at the Dialga here, we've seen the usability. We know it's going to be fantastic in the Master League, and it's a very expensive Pokemon to invest in. Is it something that you want to? Yeah, it's actually pretty good to go up against raids, and it's also good in the Master League. Its signature move, I do believe, is going to be Roar of Time. So we do not know exactly how strong that is, but signature moves are all going to be pretty strong and beneficial to that specific Pokemon. Moving over to Rayquaza here, this is another safe investment currently at the moment. I am pretty confident that all these legendaries are going to eventually receive some sort of exclusive move. That doesn't mean, like I said in the beginning, that you don't need to be powering up any of them or you should worry, because this thing is still the best dragon type attacker in the game currently. So it's not a horrible investment whatsoever. So you may want to go with those if you haven't done so already. Probably most most players have a Rayquaza powered up. Another safe investment is going to be Darkrai. Because it is going to be the best dark type attacker, and it's not necessarily the best ghost type attacker, but with Shadow Ball it's still performing quite nice because everything that is going to be weak to dark is also going to be weak to ghost type, so it really works out for it. And Shadow Ball being such a strong move, this is definitely another good investment for you to go ahead and go for, especially if you do get a shiny in the month of March when it does make a return for those couple of days. And then we have Giratina Origin Form, which I did purchase a secondary move because it is that good in the Master League. And not only that, your investment will be saved carrying over into the raids because Shadow Claw Shadow Ball on the Giratina Origin Form is one of the best ghost type attackers in the game. And I do have multiple of these powered up. A lot of people who are hardcore raiders are going to probably have a bunch of these powered up and invest in. So happy with the secondary move purchased on this one as well for PvP. It really helps me out and it is a game changer for sure. So Giratina Origin Form, definitely a safe option. Now this one is a little bit different here. Melmetal, this is a mythical, right? And you're only able to get these through the Meltan box, which is going to be associated with the Switch. Now I have a feeling that they're going to give it an exclusive move one day. Are they going to give it possibly a community day? I mean, it's definitely not far-fetched, right? Nonetheless, Melmetal is going to be a good investment and a safe investment to go ahead and go for currently right now. It is magnificent for PvP in all of the leagues. Now, it's not necessarily going to be great going up against raids, but that's, you know, okay, because it's still going to be a fantastic PvP Pokemon for you to take battles with. The thing is absolutely amazing currently, and it is definitely a high pick for a lot of traders. Moving it on to Raikou here, this is going to be another safe investment as well. It's going to be the top electric type attacker, Thundershock and Wild Charge. So the shiny variant does look amazing. It's a fantastic Pokemon, and this one is going to be pretty safe for you to invest in, I would say. I don't have a full team of these. I have a couple, 2 of them completely maxed out because I like to have a bit of variety, right, in my team composition, depending on what I'm doing. Even if I'm going into raids, I like to use different types. But there's very circumstantial times, like using a bunch of champs or a Lucario. And then you have Moltres here, which it did receive an exclusive move, Sky Attack, which is going to help it out quite a bit. This is another Pokemon that can perform okay in PvP with that move. But with the meta, it's not really looking too great. But for raids, it's going to be one of the best fire type attackers. Now, here's an example here. We have the Armor Mewtwo, which is currently in raids, right? And I do not have the exclusive move because this is from an older time. And now I cannot get that move. Am I missing out? A little bit. Is it going to be a super game changer for you to have that exclusive move on the Armor Mewtwo? Not necessarily, because these moves are still okay. But that's not going to say that some of the other shakeups for their exclusive moves are not going to dramatically decrease the value of that specific Pokemon that you did power up. Now, taking a look at Giratina Altered Form here, this is another good investment. I personally have one with a secondary move in the Ultra League, and I'm pretty happy with it. Although it will receive an exclusive move in the future, it's still okay to go with. Now, I did make one of these for the Ultra League, a Regice or Regice, and it will, yes, probably get an exclusive move. And am I going to regret powering this up? Not really. It was my choice to do so, but probably not something you want to go with. Now, Registeel, this is going to be exclusively for PvP, and it is going to be a good investment, regardless if it does receive an exclusive move. It is going to make it better, I would assume. Always, they usually do, but right now, currently, with this moveset, it is looking good for PvP for sure. So I hope that helped you guys out on kind of making a decision or understanding that you don't necessarily need to be powering up all the legendaries, even if there are 100. Yes, I powered up that Groudon because that is an okay attacker. It is really odd that they did give Kyogre Surf without giving Groudon some sort of move that would benefit as well too. But, you know, Lugia, Ho-Oh, Lugia is a good investment. I mean, it's a fun one to go up against raids. As far as PvP, it's pretty good for sure. But Ho-Oh, not so much. Maybe if you had some sort of special hidden power. Entei is another solid fire type attacker for sure. But keep in mind, always going to get these exclusive moves coming down the line here. And if you're thinking, well, shoot, the way you're talking, it's basically like don't power up anything, don't have fun with any legendaries. Now, that's not exactly what I'm saying. There's definitely plenty of legendaries and mythical Pokemon right now that are worthwhile powering up and perform magnificently. But then when you have things like Tracheon with its Brethren that is receiving Sacred Sword in a few weeks here, that one is going to receive it too, and it's going to make it a lot better. Now, I do have this 100% IV Palkia that I haven't powered up, and hopefully we're going to be able to TM into these exclusive moves, so I'm going to hold off on this investment. Now, there is another thing. Seeing that Niantic is pulling out all of these little events where we're going to be able to possibly TM a move, like specifically Shadow Pokemon into Frustration during the Team Rocket event, I'm thinking maybe in the future, during small periods of time where they're going to allow us to TM a specific legendary to receive their special move, and simple as that, you never know. So hopefully, I'm sure Niantic will cater at one point in time for us to possibly get these moves on 100% IV Pokemon that we powered up in the past, and then they receive an exclusive move, because that's a steep investment. We're really proud of getting these 100s, and hopefully we'll be able to transfer that nice move over into them. Anyways, thank you for watching, trainers, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.